Guys, welcome back to Nutjob. And look where we are today. Dublin. Now, I've spent the last few days in Dublin having the best time, especially after last week's spooky escapades in the castles and things. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Link in the description. But this week, I am lucky enough to be in Dublin and I'll be exploring the streets, checking out some touristy things that you can do, checking out some alternative things that you can do, and maybe looking at a little bit of a haunted pub crawl. Thanks for joining us once again. Let's get into it. All right, that's it. I'm in Dublin.
Hands up, who knows what a boxty is? I don't see any hands. Turns out it's a traditional... God, why is traditional so hard to say? Turns out it's traditional, bloody hell, traditional Irish peasant food for when all you had money for was potatoes. So it's made from potato that's been squeezed of most of its moisture, then mixed with mashed potato, and then it's seasoned, and then it's like formed into different shapes, like cakes or dumplings or other fried things. I didn't even know that existed until after I walked into Gallagher's Boxty here in Temple Bar. You can't miss it, it's on the main street, and it's showcasing one of Ireland's most traditional dishes with a modern twist. Had a look at the menu, the price is what you'd expect to have in Temple Bar, so I went for the Boxty tasting platter. This is Boxty in dumpling form, and I tell you, oh my goodness, look at this face, look at, The fries were so good. I'm pretty basic when it comes to fries. I'm like, oh yeah, McDonald's is the best, but these, I tell you, tasty stuff. Anyway, guys, if you get the chance, maybe go and check out Gallagher's Boxty, because I think it's tasty as.
So I've been wandering around Dublin for a couple of hours now, and the anxiety is setting in for sure. Like, I've left my van on its own in the middle of Dublin. It's making me uncomfortable. Mojo, I hope you're safe. You are my safe place. And somehow the sun is shining once again for my wander around Dublin. It's just ridiculous. So I may be on my way to the Guinness storehouse. I'm still a tourist. This place is massive. I could get lost in here. It smells so good in here. An important reminder that actually right now Ireland still has masks and the COVID restrictions are pretty solid at the moment until about the 22nd of October when pretty much everything relaxes a lot. You'll be encouraged to wear masks in certain places, but the restrictions do relax. So there'll be less of this soon enough. I did it. I had to do it. I know. Yeah, boy. My face on a Guinness. So depending on what ticket you got, you can make your way up to the Gravity Bar and get some awesome views of the city. And drink yourself a Guinness. I just want to make a quick point about the different tickets you can get. You can get the €22 one, which gives you access to the Gravity Bar and a free beer, or you can get the €28 one, which gives you access to the Gravity Bar, a free beer, and a stoutie. The stoutie being the hilarious name they gave to
a stout and a selfie being mixed together. It's a fun play on words. Great job, Guinness. That €6 difference is basically you just paying for another Guinness. So if you're going there to drink a couple of Guinnesses anyway, why not get the extra experience of having your face on a Guinness?
Just got back and it looks like Mojo is okay. A little soggy, but okay. And we are back to Mojo, to my home. I just walked like an hour through the rain. The heavens doth open. Which is interesting because you can get from one side of Dublin, you know, the good bit of Dublin, to the other within an hour, which is pretty sweet, right? I think within less, to be fair. This is the arse end of Dublin. Good morning and welcome to day 2 of Nutjob's Dublin experience. I've kind of devised a route, I've devised a plan that is going to take me around 8 pubs that have had some paranormal activity, alleged paranormal activity. What I'm going to do is attempt to have a haunted bar crawl around Dublin. I really don't know how this is going to go, partially because, yesterday I had about 3 pints and I was like, at the end of this might be a complete write-off. You know, I might not be seeing ghosts, but I'll probably be seeing double. I've had a hearty meal of fruit and fibre, so hopefully that'll start me off. I don't know, maybe I should go and get a cooked breakfast just to set me up for the day. So I'm parked up on Dermot O'Hurley Avenue, which is one of the closest places to the city centre that you can get free on-street parking. Some of the surrounding roads as well have the same thing going on. There's no facilities, but it is what it is. Half decent place to be, but it's like half an hour out of the city. I just walked away thinking, I wonder if I locked the door. I didn't even close the f***ing door. Jesus.
So my first stop was Mulligan's. I was the first customer that afternoon, which definitely gave it an eerie feel.
First pint of the day. And I do believe this is the first Guinness poured today, which you're not supposed to have, are you? Oh well. One of Dublin's oldest pubs was founded in 1782. There's said to have been footsteps above the bar when no one's there. Strange sounds from the cellar. One barman claimed to have seen a spectral man sitting at the bar, enjoying a pint. Strange.
Not long after, I made it to the Davy Burns. Immortalised in the pages of Ulysses, this pub was the favourite haunt, pardon the pun, of the writer James Joyce. A part of his spirit is said to have lingered here, and visitors claim to see the writer's face appear in mirrors. Ooh. By the way, if you like Ulysses, you should definitely go and check out this pub. It's got a first edition copy in the back.
It appears that Brogan's is closed. I'll have to move on to my next pub then.
As you walk into the bar, there's a large plaque on the wall telling the story of Darky Kelly, who ran the brothel that once inhabited the building. In 1746, she was publicly executed for the alleged murder of her child. Some say she was burned for being a witch. Others say the captain of the guard had fathered her child, which of course is enough to have someone executed. And others say you can still see her spirit wandering the halls of this old bar.
Ugh, it's getting chilly in here.
This squeaks, man. So guys, I got about halfway, not even halfway, I got 3 pints in to my haunted pub crawl, and it was initially fun, but I needed a rethink. So I was sitting there all alone, a little bit drunk, thinking about all the paranormal things going on, and it just reminded me of the last time I was ghosted in the pub. No, I'm kidding. All jokes aside though, I'm finding it kind of difficult as a solo traveller in the city with all these COVID restrictions. I can't get up and move around, I can't go speak to other people, I can't sit at the bar, you can't get up and dance when there's music. It's just kind of not fun. I wasn't having a lot of fun. Which, that's what I'm here for. So I've kind of decided that I might give Dublin and the spooky haunted pub crawl another go after 22nd of October, another time. So We got the touristy stuff out of the way. Initially, we did some of the bar crawl, and now I want to show you guys some alternative things to do around Dublin. Check it out.
Jesus, I didn't think I'd be getting sunburnt in Ireland.
You could go to O'Connell Bridge.
So I found out this weird thing. Right now I'm standing on O'Connell Bridge, which is actually the only bridge in the whole of the EU that is the same length as it is wide. Same width as it is same length. Either way, I'm going to test it. Right, so we're looking at 50 steps wide or long. I don't know. If it's a square, then is it width or length? It actually was. It's like 50 steps and 50 steps. I love that. It is the same width as it is long. So it's the same width as it is length. How do you say that? A square bridge. Very unusual.
You could go to Murphy's Handmade Dingle. What is that? Oh no, Handmade in Dingle. Oh, right. You can go to Murphy's Ice Cream, which is handmade in Dingle, and get some interesting flavoured ice creams like brown bread flavoured ice cream.
Right, I've got sea salt and brown bread ice cream, which seems to be quite unusual. Oh, salty, that's good. That is actually way better than I thought it was going to be.
You could go see a statue of Oscar Wilde.
Dude, Oscar Wilde has a 100% chance of stealing your man.
You could go and see the Hungry Tree.
Dude, this is weird. Check it out. What?
You could go and see an 800-year-old mummy in the crypts of St. Michan's Church.
Satisfying creek.
Or, of course, you could go to the National Leprechaun Museum, where you can learn a couple of little things about the myths and legends of Ireland. They didn't let me take any video, but here's a couple of pictures. Unfortunately, there weren't any leprechauns there, but that one girl was quite short. And that about wraps it up for the alternative things you can do in Dublin that I have discovered.
And that is approximately the video. So I've honestly really enjoyed myself over the past couple of days here. It's been like so fun. I love Dublin. And I'm not a city person. There's something about it that feels small and humble and welcoming that I just love. And literally it is small. You can get from one end to the other. This is one of my favorite things. You can get from one end to the other within like an hour. I feel like all the cool stuff is within about half an hour walking distance from the centre. You don't have to worry about public transport, although it is there. They have the Lewis, which literally translates as speed, and then you've also got the buses. So it's a pretty solid public transport system. Not that I used it at all, so I can't really comment, but it looks pretty good. I will just say, I think my Dublin experience has been slightly tainted by COVID, but I won't let that dull the shine of a good city. It wasn't a massive thing. I've really enjoyed myself here. Anyway, Dublin, it's been an absolute pleasure. I know for a fact I will be back, but for now, I am off. Not sure where, probably north. Actually, if you guys know, this is coming out on Sunday, so I will be heading out literally tomorrow, or today. If you guys have any tips or any places to visit just north of Dublin in County Meath, please let me know in the comments down below. You know how it goes, and we'll see what we can find. Thanks for watching, and Nutjob out. All right. Oh, where are my keys? Oh. Got it. See you in the next one.